I am a gun. I am a Colt police positive 38 caliber revolver, serial number 384221. I am an orphan. Paul Harvey knows me. He has examined my shiny nickel parts and etched hardwood handle. Mr. Harvey says I deserve better. The mistakes of my youth were not my fault. When the Colt Firearms Company shipped me brand new to Frankfurt Hardware Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, May 3, 1929, I was a virgin, but I fell in with the wrong crowd. The Capone'S brothers, Eddie and Jack, were liquor hustlers during Prohibition, and after Prohibition became vice presidents of Jim Beam Distilling. Eventually, Eddie became president of the company. One of his salesmen, Max Hilson, was better known to police as Machine Gun Dugan. He had connections. When he needed help convincing Wisconsin customers to stock his stuff, he called on Bottles Capone. Now, Bottles was the older brother and chief enforcer for Scarface Al Capone. They ran their nefarious business from a log cabin lodge on Big Martha Lake outside Mercer, Wisconsin. The sign on the winding dirt approach road read, quote, "Trespassers will be prosecuted to the full extent of a double-barrel shotgun." So the salesmen needed muscle. They go to Bottles, and he goes to Al, and very soon, reluctant customers are standing in line. And nobody challenges Big Al because I'm in Al's pocket. Me, the police special 38 revolver with the nickel plating and the etched handle and the engraved numbers 384221. Though they called elder brother Ralph Bottles around the precinct station, in the town of Mercer, he was Mr. Capone. Well-known, well-liked, generous contributor to local charities and civic organizations, at which he sang the Star-Spangled Banner louder than anybody. Many Mercer students got scholarships from Ralph Capone in cash. Eddie Capone'S of Jim Beam became a lifelong friend of Ralph Capone. Often they stayed together with their wives at the log house on Big Martha Lake. When Al Capone died in 1947, he left me, his best friend, his gun, to his brother Ralph. When Ralph died in November of '74, he left me to his wife Madeline, and with instruction that I should be passed along to Eddie, which I was. There are handwritten and signed documents confirming that I do have a family of my own, that I'm not really an orphan. When Eddie died in 1985, he left me to his son Max. Now, Max is a handsome, husky jock who operates a shoe store in Phoenix, Arizona, which is where he and I met Paul Harvey. Mr. Harvey said if only I could talk, I'd be worth a fortune to the FBI Museum, but the FBI Museum examined my birth certificate, 384221, and they asked where's the proof I was Big Al's gun. Sotheby Auction House said I'd be worth a mint of money to some collector, but they too asked where's the proof. I showed them the notarized affidavits from Ralph's widow, plus letters in her handwriting. But they said Capone family documents notwithstanding, how did these things prove that I was the gun in the pocket of Scarface Al? The Frankfurt Hardware Company, which sold me to Al, has long since gone out of business. So gun collectors and firearms dealers shake their heads over me and say, without proof, I am an illegitimate son of a gun. If one person would come forward to identify me as belonging to Big Al, I'd be worth most of $1 million. As is, a used revolver of my vintage brings about $20. All right, 25.